Welcome to Great Talk and Entertainment. I'm your host, KJ, and this is the YouTube channel where I review movies and TV shows from all your favorite superheroes, including Marvel Comics, DC Comics, and much more. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Great Talk and Entertainment official channel. Now let's go, baby. Welcome back, everyone, to the YouTube channel. My name is KJ, and I am the host of Great Talk and Entertainment official channel. And today, as I continue on for the new series on Netflix called The Abandons, this is my spoiler review for episode 6. If you have not seen this show, please pause this. But before you go, could you please hit the thumbs up button, aka / the like button? That would help my YouTube channel out. And I will just like to say thank you in advance. Come back and let me know what you think about episode 6 of Netflix's new series, The Abandons, in the comments below. I would love to hear your opinions about it and your theories. Share, and share them with me. So, again, this is a spoiler review. Y'all been warned. Now, let's get into it. This episode continues on from what happens from the last episode, as we learn that Fiona decided to say no, even though everybody voted to, let's sell some of the land so we can make some money together. But of course, Fiona did not trust Constance because she decided, now since Fiona said no, that throughout this episode, she's going to destroy everything that family has and take everything from them. As she let Jack go, which is like a symbol of saying, like, Jack was part of, like, the moral compass that reminded her of the kindness and the good heart that her husband had, because we learned that Jack, is loyal to more of her husband, Garrett's father, and Trisha's father too as well. Same father, of course, but it's pretty much like he was loyal to that guy, and he was trying to fulfill a promise. But she did the last nice thing that she could do, was let him go, and not, take his own life away. Commit another murder, basically. And then Garrett finds out about that, and he's obviously upset. He doesn't know what's really going on, so Jack explains what's going on. Trisha believes Miller played her, but everyone finds out what really happened, and of course things got heated up. And throughout this episode, things are starting to fall apart on both sides, as Jack tries to stop an assassin on the bandits they were trying to pull off with this native tribe that they were doing a deal with for Constance. And we see a little fight, and he pushes the guy off the cliff. Jack told Garrett that thousands die as this episode takes a huge twist, because what's going to happen is chaos starts because of some bad business, some lying, not telling the truth, just so much is going on. And so that made Constance to make a huge choice. And, it's interesting. She knew that she needed to corrupt her son, Garrett. And this is episode we see where he really goes to pretty much the dark side in a way. And like, for the first half of this episode is basically her and, like, Garrett. Their moral compass is gone, which is Jack. And now they're going to lose a little bit more of themselves, because now they're really going to have blood on their hands. And things go, again, bad for both sides of each family. But this is kind of like the episode of just things going to happen, and see the White Knight, Garrett, turn into the Dark Knight in a way. And then, like, with the other families, they're trying to cover up things and gain what they desire through a business thing, and they're about to get blood on their hands too. And this is what we kind of see the beginning of it, especially with Jack did everything he could, but then he left, and he said thousands will die over this stuff, which is totally true. And then we also have the fact that this character named Adam Winston, his past is in Garrett's hand now, as he has information and he was going to use the law to get what he wants. That's why he was telling his mom, no more breaking the law. Like, we're going to do it the right way. But the bandit that was caught by Garrett visited, and, well, he was shot by Mr. Roach because he got a little hostile. And what's crazier too is that Mr. Roach and Constance made love to each other, and it's kind of like, damn, like, she got freaky, but again, that's her sleeping in, like, with the devil or some way. That's like the symbolic thing that they're trying to pursue, and I thought that was crazy. But that's another thing too. So she was corrupted, and she's gonna lie in the bed that she made and make love to her demons, I guess. I think that's what they're trying to say. And we're just seeing this go down and down, right? Because, he was going to use it, but now it's getting kind of crazier about that because, he saw it, and then Garrett was going to, like, make everything go away and try to do the right thing, but Jenny, the maid, she opened her mouth, and this is where Garrett's mom got what she wanted, and her son went to the dark side and said, here's what's going to happen, here's what we're going to say. And then Jenny had to get shot, and that was it. And now they're going to start a war with the Abandons, and the war is coming. And honestly, this was like such a intense thing, but basically what we're witnessing in this episode is like it's kind of in the way too that you point out, like with Fiona and Constance, they both have their ways. Like, Fiona explains to why she told them her no to her children and others involved. But if you think about it, like, they both lost what's important to them. And again, this is more about them being overprotected of their family. And obviously also they're trying to cover up certain murders and laws that they have broken on each side. And if you remember episode 5, it was like foreshadowing a way of, like, they were going to have, episode 5 and episode 4 both showed in a way that here's was a life that they could have had if this situation with the first character, William, and stuff, if it didn't go down like that, maybe things would have been better. Maybe, they could have had their own lives. They could have started their own family. They could have got opportunities to be teachers and found true love. And what happened was all that was taken away, because now on both sides of the families, they both knew that this particular situation with William were taking them both down a path, because obviously the Van Wells family, definitely not going to take a liking to the fact that a son was taken away, a brother was taken away. Somebody just who they, were very close to. Same thing with the abandoned family. Same situation, just they, obviously are just fighting to keep what they have and own and live their own life. But that's all been taken away because that obviously William was going to make a bad choice to do harm to a woman. And obviously self-defense is self-defense. And if they all just would have just told the truth and explained what happened, just went that road, it might have not have been as bad as they think. But since they were stacking lies on lies, it blew up right in their face. Yes, they voted to keep silence, and then they voted to sell it, and then certain characters like Fiona obviously broke their trust, broke some promises. But they still relied on her, just like the Van Wells relies on Constance. And she's, obviously she's an alpha male too. So this episode now is the tipping point to what, all these choices and the consequences to the choices both sides of the families have made. This is what it all leads up to. And now there's it's going to be like a shootout, Western style. And it's going to be very interesting. It's like Trisha's obviously upset, but she also witnesses what happened to Jenny. So she knows that maybe if she just heard Miller, let Miller explain to her why he did and why he went along with the things and make her understand. But also Miller did say, like, hey, he's not backing down because he loves his sister. He loves his family. And so we're going to see the test of time, but it really shows now Trish and Miller probably won't be together, and I think she wants to make amends because now she is the only one in the Van Wells family that just wants to stop this nonsense. But obviously this shows it's too late. And for her to witness that, now she knows her mom and brother are going rogue. And they're going to break all the laws. So we'll see if Trisha is the one, but it's going to be interesting what they do with her. And obviously she's in danger within her own family. Right? And she's helpless while you got the abandoned family. They're upset with Fiona. They're upset. I mean, I would be upset too. They're upset with her, but they're also scared of the Van Wells family because, man, let the bodies hit the floor. Like, it's gonna get nasty. But now they're out for that family, and now they got bandits. Mr. Roach is involved. Like, it's about to be a nuts for the last episode, which is episode 7. So this was a really good episode. I liked it because, again, what a great cast. Like, they just do so well, and the story just is so good. And I like the way this one, to me, so far this season, there was certain episodes were a little bit rough and a little overlapped the main story of the main plot. But at least this episode that leads up to episode 7, which we'll see if if it has an ending that is pleasing, that's even good, right? But at least this episode they executed and accomplished tying up certain stories, ending certain mini stories, side stories, like from the love relationship. They ended the dance between Fiona and Constance. Like now we know where these two women stand. We know that they don't trust each other, and now they're out for blood, basically, in their own way. And we also seeing like the older sons from each side. Now they know where they stand, and they both have made their own decisions to be the person they're going to be. And then we also have seen like characters like Jack go away, and Jack warned the Fiona and her family, like, hey, it's gonna get ugly, watch your back. Like, and he's gone because he's done everything again, but he was the moral compass for that Vanswell family. Like, he's been the one with his head on his shoulders, and he was the one to talk reasoning and put logic in certain people's reactions or behaviors. And now that's all gone, and now it's going to get more wild, but what a good way to end it and show what's coming in the next episode. So I thought that was pretty good. So I would definitely 8 out of 10 or 1 out of 10. I'm going to definitely give it an 8. Really solid episode. Really good. Just love the tying up certain stories within the main plot, tying it up, putting a little ending to that part, so we can so episode 7 focuses on the main story for season 1 of The Abandoned. So that's really good, and I think that's really important. So at least I got that one correct, and that gives me hope that thinks that episode 7 is going to be really good, which I'm hoping. So we'll see on the next episode spoiler review for episode 7, so be on the lookout for that. But that is my spoiler review for episode 6. Thank you guys so much. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Great Talking Entertainment official channel. Subscribe, hit that notification button so you can always be updated with all my latest content. Thank you guys, and peace out.